Hello class, this is Kimberly Curtis and this is a video for my mini site, The Depression Monster. So if you don't know what my mini site's going to be about, it's going to be about depression and informing America about it. So here's my homepage, and on my homepage it just welcomes the user to the Depression Monster. It tells them what the site's going to be about, lets them give them a little heads up of what they're going to expect from the other pages. And right here is my depression monster I created. This is sort of a physical interpretation of what depression might look like for someone. And it might look cute, but it's definitely anything but. So here is the history page. And in the history page, it gives you a brief history of depression. In the early days up until I think the 15th century, so the 1600s, they thought depression was you being possessed by demons, and so they do exorcisms and torture and would starve the people who suffer from chronic depression in order to expel the demons from them. In the 1600s, they thought, depression was a way of a situational thing where it's usually done, happens with the poor and doesn't happen with, the elite or rich people. So they usually would put these people who suffer from depression in mental institutions. And I don't know about you, but I know the mental institutions in the 16th century were not very good, nice places to be. The 1800s, they would give you lobotomies, they would give you electric treatment for depression. Treatments that didn't help depression would just destroy you as a person. And yeah, so this is just like a brief history of what depression is, and you can come and you can read about it if you'd like. I'm hoping, with people reading about the history of depression, they'll get a better understanding of what it actually is. And here you get the facts and figures of depression. So it says here that depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide. It affects almost 75% of the people in the world, or in untreated in developing countries. Then, depression is also one of the leading causes of suicide each year. And here you can just see the different types of depression. So there's just not just one brand of depression. There are different types of depression. Here I hope to inform people who are suffering from the disease what type of disease they may have, so they can, get a better understanding of it and a better diagnosis of it to help get them treatment for it. And so, and each, disorder has their own little depression monster in it. So yeah, they have depression disorders that I didn't even know about, like the premenstrual dysphoric disorder. It happens when girls, after they get their period, they get a sense of depression. Psychotic depression, situational depression, atypical depression, postpartum depression, which is, of course, after a woman has their child, they get a sense of depression. And, a lot of these diseases, a lot of these types of depressions, people think they're in their head, but it's not. It's a very serious disorder. And I'm hoping with, with the site, with the facts and figures, people, non-believers of depression isn't a real disease, will start to understand that it is a disease and it's serious and affects millions of people around the world. And, I'm hoping also for people who suffer from depression, they will be able to see this and they will be able to know what's wrong with them and get a better understanding of what's wrong with them and help them know that they are not going crazy, that this is a real thing, and that they can get help for it. And here they can get treatments. This is just, a general understanding of what treatments they can get. They can go to the doctor and get, antidepressants for people who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Go out into the sun as much as you can, get a sun lamp to soak in that UV rays that they need. There are also, I want to call them like ancient kind of ways to get treated. So there's, magnetic stimulation, transcranial magnetic stimulation, where they put like magnet pulses through your brain, and they're still treating it with electroconvulsive therapy, which to me is very controversial. To help with the depression, they pass electric currents through your brain, which to me is not a good thing, but it's something for somebody to look into more if they're suffering that bad from it. And in the help page, a lot of people, depression is one of the leading causes of suicide. A lot of people who suffer from depression think about suicide. This is just, a number that they can call, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. They can call it and they can talk to somebody, and that person will help them see the light in their situation and help them know that suicide is not the answer, especially if you're suffering from a disease that you can't really get rid of. Depression isn't something people can get rid of. Sometimes with situational depression or seasonal affective disorder, you can, because it's situational and you need, sunlight, and then you'll be okay. But for a lot of people, it's in your head. It's the chemistry in your head. It's the chemicals in your head that are imbalanced. And it's just the way your brain was made up, and it's never gonna go away. But, for a lot of people, that makes them want to just end it all and not be here anymore. And so for those who feel that way, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. They will help you out. They will help you see the beauty and the worth of your life, and help you understand what's going on with your brain, what's going on with your feelings, and help you seek help. So that's my little mini site. I hope you guys learned something of it. Check it out. I have a prototype here. You can go and check it out and learn all about what depression is. Okay, thank you.